Come through, Queen. I wanna see ya. Come through, Queen.
Hi, everyone. It's Dan.
And Brendan.
And this is Come Through, Queen. Hey, Brendan.
Hi, Dan.
So I was a little disappointed this past weekend, even though I knew it was coming, that we didn't have the Potomac premiere.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Sad.
Because we had the blank space. You know,
Write your name.
Atlanta was done. And I think the part of the reason was I think Married to Medicine was celebrating its like 150th episode or something. So like, congratulations. But where's my Potomac?
Thing is, we had a lot this week regardless. So it's nice that we're waiting a week. Also, we just premiered Salt Lake last week. So to have two premieres like in 1 week span would be a lot.
Okay.
But I mean, like I always want Potomac in my eyes and ears.
So excited. Like Candace is at it.
Candace is on her social media best behavior right now. By best, I mean worse. And it's actually really, really funny.
It's so much. I think some people get turned off by it, but like I'm like excited.
I mean, so far so good. So far it's good, clean-ish fun. Actually, no, it's not. It's actually just being kind of rude.
Well, the thing is like right now her targets are people who are not that active on social media. So I don't like it when it's like tit for tat, bit for boot. You know, like between like her and Ashley or her and Mia. It's more like her and Giselle right now, and Giselle just like
she has no idea.
She's reporting like, from the purple walls.
She's like posting her like TikToks of her running or whatever.
Okay, and someone that I don't really expect too much from her, just because you know she's new compared to all the other gals.
She's new, and we thought we were leaving her.
Yeah, we thought like she was ill and then maybe would be like stepping back, but then like that is a storyline now. And she's coming back to Instagram with another big announcement, and it starts with this is Mia Thornton, by the way.
Yes, it's Mia.
And it starts with please pray for our family.
Okay. In
like big letters, and then you gotta kind of like zoom in a little bit. Gordon's brothers, who he trusted to support and carry on the family legacy, has recently revoked his access to the company bank account while we were out of the country. I've since learned that my salary will no longer continue past the next payroll cycle due to my unwavering loyalty to Gordon. The thought that the person who Gordon selected to run our empire and who he thought would be the one to care for me and the kids has now manipulated the organizational structure and robbed us of everything we own. Gordon and I built this company from the ground up and brought on our family members since 2013. Never would we think that after a decade of building generational wealth and opportunities would end up being taken from us overnight. And then to close it out, if you can't trust family, who can you trust? My heart is completely empty. Wow.
I mean, that's wild. I just don't understand the logistics of it. I thought she was like the boss.
I know. I thought she was a part of the, like, really running the show.
She walked into those businesses like she owned the place, but I guess she doesn't.
And then Gordon gave up ownership?
I guess, or handed over control of the company to his brother. And they closed access to the bank account. I don't know. It's confusing.
But she's given us something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this is happening off season. So, I mean, we'll see it in the reunion.
Sure, yeah. But I just like to see, like, active lives being lived.
Sure. This company, though, it's actually, like, pretty successul. Like, they've got franchises all over the Eastern Seaboard and even in the Midwest.
Yeah. So, so there's a lot of back and forth. Like, her and I think a niece in the comments are going back and forth. And like Mia's saying stuff in the comments like, oh, like I can't even recommend for people to like go to this company right now where if I'm not involved, I can't attest to the quality of your services.
Right. Also, you're not getting a paycheck, so why would you tell people to go there?
Yeah, come to me instead.
I mean, what does this mean for them? How are they going to get money?
Yeah. Well, thankfully, we have a Potomac paycheck.
That better be a big second season check.
I know. I mean, we all know the first season is not a lot to write home about. Yeah. I mean, Potomac right around the corner.
I know this time next week we'll be discussing it.
We'll be discussing it. Wow, I can't wait.
So great.
Shall we discuss the Real Girlfriends in Paris?
Yes.
Okay, you pointed something out to me. You think people are chatting.
I think the buzz is growing a little bit.
Okay.
I have two. My proof is here.
The proof is in the pudding.
I lurk on the Bravo Housewives Reddit. There's two Reddits but I lurk on the one that I think is like
The official.
the smarter one.
Okay.
And
The more active one.
No, I think they're both pretty
Okay,
active.
Okay.
And I will say, there's been more threads popping up about our girlfriends in Paris.
Okay.
Second thing is I
Second
follow the Bravo ratings
Of
Twitter
course.
account.
Who amongst us doesn't?
And the most recent episode was the second highest rated of the season after the premiere.
Of the 6 episodes, yeah. So we're growing. We're at least going up.
We're going up from
down.
where we were. We're still... I mean, there are episodes of Watch What Happens Live that outperform this show. And Watch What Happens Live traditionally, like...
It's an after show, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah, but the below deck Watch What Happens Lives outperform Real Housewives and Real Girlfriends in Paris.
So
like,
what I'm not getting is we have Below Deck as the lead-in. But I think people are not liking the season of Below Deck, too.
It's still getting a lot more ratings than this.
So people are literally jumping ship.
Well, people have to go to sleep.
Oh, they gotta go to sleep.
It's like 9 p.m.
Oh, yeah. Get tucked in.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to say, this episode of The Real Girlies, I think one of the most important episodes thus far.
Also, they're going on a vacation that like outperforms some of the Housewives vacations.
Salt Lake City has yet to go on a true vacation.
We're stuck.
We're which we will get to in that conversation. But yeah, we're going to Cannes, baby.
Yeah, that's famously where they watch films.
Yeah, although it seems like we're going off season, sadly.
Right. But like, do we want to watch them watch films?
No,
That's even worse than watching them walk through this sad museum.
Well, I'm not talking about off season of the film festival. I'm talking more like, I think this is wintertime where this is not like high season for Cannes.
Right, because Cannes is like south of France.
Yeah.
And that's where people vacation.
Exactly. So, but before we get to vacationing, we're just going to lose a cast member.
I love it. We're losing you.
No, I stopped identifying with Casey weeks ago.
Right. But I mean, I was looking at her play that Nintendo and I was like, that's Stan.
Okay, so she's laying around playing the Switch. And when we're having the going away party, she's like, oh my God, I got so much to pack. I got to pack my laptop, my Switch. And when Anya's like, Switch? It was like a lot of fun for me.
Yeah, priorities though.
Because she didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's like more to the story of what's going on.
You think?
Because number one, it sounds like this apartment might be owned by her family.
Okay.
But then like that doesn't make sense because then it would be easier to have the residency proof that she needed. Mm-hmm. You know? Like I have a residence. Because she was saying how she didn't have to pack everything up.
Right.
And isn't part of her narrative like she's so babied? Like it sounds like potentially like her family or parents just take care of life for her.
Sure. But I mean, you need a reason to be in France, like, right?
Yeah. But she went in as just the tourist. Yeah.
And got hired on this show as just a tourist. Like what?
I know that's like not adding up too with like production. How did we not?
But I don't know. It makes it more interesting.
Yeah. It's definitely interesting. Yeah.
Like, bye.
Like, will we see you again?
Who knows? We saw her behind the bar at Watch What Happens Live, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, she was. She was. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So all the girls got together. I think like one girl was missing from that get together. Like someone can't make it.
Always. It used to be only Margot who couldn't make it.
Yeah, but Margot's
woken up.
Margot's popping off the screen right now.
Well,
she's breaking her arm. She's getting tattoos.
She's lending her family house for this vacation.
Well, now it's like everything's coming together. Why Margot's on the show?
I know.
It's like, we have a setting for vacation thanks to you.
A beautiful house.
Yeah. the breaking the arm the 10th time, I really related to as someone who's broken 3 times.
With weak wrists.
Weak wrists,
Can't play
hairline
skee-ball.
fractures. Yeah, a lot of fun. So yeah, we're gonna go, and it's for essentially Anya's bachelorette. We did have like another little business conversation between Anya and Matthew, right? Of like the viability.
This business, it's like, what was her name? Caroline Calloway. It's very Caroline Calloway, come eat salad on my floor.
You better stop.
Am I wrong?
No. I think Anya has something more to offer.
What's that?
Well, first of all, follow Anya on Instagram because she's given us art lessons on Instagram for free.
Okay.
Yeah. Lots of fun AMAs on Instagram.
The thing about the museum that she like gives people tours, is the museum okay with that?
I think so, yeah.
Are they saying, like, are they allowing this? Don't they have their own tour guides? Can't you put in a little earbud and go on like an audio tour?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a different option. I mean, she ends up giving a tour later in the episode, and like all the girls, it was very like Housewives supporting Housewives. They were like, "Oh my god, like Anya,
So good at this.
really, she's so good at this. Like, makes me interested in a museum that I might not have been interested in." But like, I felt like the way she was discussing things, I was engaged.
You're like so brainwashed for
Oh
this
my
like
God.
random woman
This random one.
who's gonna be on a show for one season and we'll
Please
never see her
stop.
again.
You better stop.
Knock on wood, though. Well, let's hope we get it.
Knock on wood. Okay. So it's Margot's home, and we have like a family chef on staff.
I love when they greet the family chef.
And like, apparently he's been with us for 15 plus years, it sounds like. Yeah. This is fun too, because we are, and I think we're going to get into this more next week. We're really drawing the lines in terms of like who's got family wealth, who doesn't. Like, it's really interesting.
I love this. This is like, I love when a Bravo show has this kind of conflict where it's drawn down the middle and they each have something.
Yeah.
It's Ladies of London. It's Gallery Girls.
It's Gallery Girls.
Yeah.
It's Real Girlies in Paris.
Real Girlies in Paris.
I thought there was just like a lot of comedy this episode as well. Like everyone was making like fun quips. Like someone saying how Anya probably has like the Eiffel Tower as her landing strip.
Oh.
The hoe bath. The trip to the casino.
This like empty casino.
That was comedy. Just them like coming in like ball gowns.
It's like the COVID really jumped out this episode, I would say.
Yeah.
Because they're just alone in these spaces.
Yeah. I was thinking to myself, like, I think this upcoming Potomac that's going to premiere is going to be like the first season that you're going to barely notice COVID.
Okay.
Because I think like they filmed after like most mask mandate stuff has dropped.
Atlanta, though. Did you notice COVID a lot in Atlanta?
Minimally.
I can't think of an instance, but Beverly Hills, I like remember them walking to restaurants and stuff.
Well, Beverly Hills, everyone's
masks.
catching COVID this season,
Yeah, and
remember?
everyone's catching it.
And I think Salt Lake, we've seen a little bit of it so far.
This episode when they were walking through
Yeah,
the airport.
exactly. Yeah. So I think like Potomac might be the first true post.
And they were our last show without COVID.
Yeah.
Going into COVID.
So perfectly bookending.
Exactly. Except their reunion obviously was a COVID reunion.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
still.
Okay. Yeah. So the bachelorette party. Oh my god, the bug sequence was so funny to me.
Oh my god, I love when a bug's around.
Like the bug was on Anya's suitcase, like as she was touching it, I was screaming. Okay, the bachelorette I thought was very cute, well produced. Okay, the Anya wedding stuff though, it's like I am an Anya stan, but we gotta just like move on. I think.
Yeah, we need to get it together. Like, just do something within your budget. Like,
so I think I read something somewhere that like, oh no, she is actually married like in the courthouse, which would make sense for the queen of visas, like to just settle your immigration stuff.
I feel like I saw a post on her Instagram maybe because I did go looking.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong. It was just like it looked like a courthouse thing where they were like, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. But like the dreams of like, it doesn't align with trying to get this business off the ground.
Just do something else. Also, is the Ritz really that great?
Yeah, just have a Ritz cracker instead.
We've got one in Hell's Kitchen. It's
Oh
really
my God.
foggy.
No, it's like American Horror Story New York City. Wow. I love the girlies.
I like the girlies. Trying not to get too attached, but
Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong.
I know. Let's get a reunion. Let's get them at BravoCon.
We're not going to get a reunion. BravoCon's next week. I don't see any of them flying in.
I think they're jet setters.
Okay.
It might reset the clock for Casey's visa. She could like come back, be here for a few weeks, then go back.
They'll probably like try to do like their own planned BravoCon get together.
I'd be there.
Okay.
Okay. Shall we get to an iconic Beverly Hills finale?
There was no inkling that we were going to see what we saw and the way we saw it.
Ooh, yeah. Certain things, thank you, Bravo, for not spoiling. Because they love posting like 5-minute clips, putting everything in the trailer. But the big reveal near the end was like worth sticking around for.
And I will say, when I found out that Watch What Happens Live was starting at 10:15, I assumed that Beverly Hills would be the supersized episode.
Oh my God, I assumed that as well. But like little did we know what we had on our hands that evening.
I know, but I was like, we're starting to wrap up. Like we're seeing the first person's little end card. And I'm like, we're nearing the end, but there's still an opportunity that like, sometimes they do a couple people's end cards and then have full scenes.
Yeah, drag it on. Yeah,
and then whatever. But no, they really wrapped it up quick.
Yeah. Wow. I think, and then the other thing is, so often we go into a finale and it's like, just, the point is just them getting together in a room and being like, and we support each other.
And that happened.
And take a picture. And like, it's like nothing.
Yeah.
Like this was something.
I know. And we're not even like trying to extend the season. We're like, we're ending at the height of it.
Yeah, fine. They're like, fine. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. We do have a little get together to get to.
The Birkin party.
The Birkin party, which you were very turned off by.
I wasn't turned off by the party. I was turned off by
Behavior.
Kyle just like coming in and like running at Sutton and doing her little like, I'm acting joking thing. I'm like, this isn't the set of Halloween.
No,
I'm sorry.
She's fresh off the set, so she's still like, she's got the acting jitters.
And then I was like, you're like, not that I care about Birkins. It's like, it's bullshit. But it's like, put on your gloves if you're going to follow the rules. Follow the rules.
No, I like the hijinks. I also like going into this. Before we saw the episode, when we saw pictures, you were like, is this the white gays and queens seafood
soiree? Yeah. Because Garcelle posted a photo and it was like all the gals and then like
all the queers
around them. And I was like, didn't we already do a bring your gay friend party in Beverly Hills once?
That was so bad. Remember?
So
that one was like, are you a bottom? Like they were just like being so crazy.
That was the height of Brandy and Kim's friendship.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. But they didn't really focus on that much. We did see Patrick, the butler from Kathy's house that is now at Garcelle's for this event, him saying some shit to Sutton's assistant. He was like saying like how he could massage him or something.
Oh yeah,
like
no,
that.
it was like flirting vibes.
Flirting is an interesting term.
It was very interestingly presented for us because it looked like we were using audio and like just putting it on top of close-up shots.
It was very they're just hands.
Yeah. They're just hands. Like we're not seeing him say this. They're just hands that will massage you.
And it's just so funny because in Kathy's house, we don't hear much from him.
Well, because like he's free here at Garcelle's.
Let loose.
Let loose a little bit. No, I could have gotten even more of that.
Yeah, and then Garcelle buys.
Garcelle buys.
For like, imagine going to a party. I mean, she's hosting a party, but dropping $40K on a bag.
But she's in Marvel.
I know.
Well, granted, only a small part.
I know.
But
It's like, I stress out like spending $20 at the store.
I think this is just like top of mind because like I'm playing Spider-Man right now. But like, let's get her back into the Spider-Verse. I feel like now that I'm playing Spider-Man, I gotta watch her movie.
Okay, I watched the most recent one on a plane.
That's not her movie.
I know. I know that. I would have seen her.
Let's all watch it together as a family. Let's do that.
Okay.
I'm including you listeners as part
Which
of our family.
Spider-Man is in? She in?
I think.
Andrew?
No, I think it's the first Tom Holland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sign you up? Oh no, you love Andrew.
I love Andrew.
But you love Zendaya. So like sign you up. Even though you lose an Andrew, you get a Zendaya.
Sure, yeah, of
Right?
course. Or get her in the one with all of them. Photoshop her into the one that I watch.
Yeah, I just like. I don't think the community talks about it enough.
Is Armie Hammer in a Spider-Man, or is that James Franco?
James Franco was in the Tobey Maguire ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He plays like the son of the bad guy who's also bad.
But yeah, I think he's like a goblin.
He's a gob.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think the community talks about Garcelle being in it quite enough. It should be like a weekly conversation.
It should. Let's hold a fireside chat just to talk about Garcelle's role in the one Spider-Man movie. What does she play?
Okay, so I think she is. Oh my God, who is like the original Batman? Remember the original Batman?
Bruce Wayne.
No,
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. So I think Michael Keaton plays a villain.
He's not supposed to be in it because that's the other franchise.
I know, but that was a lifetime ago for many people. People
Not for
weren't
us.
born. I know.
Were we born? No, I wasn't born.
For original Batman?
Was I born?
Michael Keaton, Batman.
Was it like 80 something? I was definitely born for 2 because that was Danny DeVito.
Okay, Michael Keaton Batman number 1 was 1989. You're born, baby.
I was born.
You're born this way.
2 years old.
Yeah. I don't think I saw that one, but I saw the Danny DeVito, Michelle Pfeiffer one, which
It's
is
a classic.
iconic.
It's
I might have
classic.
even seen that in theaters, actually.
It's classic. And then the gay ones are fun too.
The gay ones are fun too. Wow. Okay. So Birkin, great. Do we have anything else before we get to these diamonds?
We're like sitting down and we're like talking.
Dorit's like getting ready.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of family comedy as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Should I wear a bow tie or a tie?
I don't even have a bow tie.
I gotta say, spoiler alert, tying a bow tie, no thank you.
I've never worn a bow tie and I don't think I ever will.
I had to do it. I had to tie my brother's bow tie for his wedding, and it didn't occur to me to like try to learn it ahead of time. And I was like sweating, nervous.
Yeah, and you don't have good like hands.
Dexterity.
For that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm glad that he didn't have a bow tie. That would have been a stressful moment for us all.
He was not wearing Target though. Love that little joke from Mo.
Oh God, Mo and PK, freaking frack
I
over
was
here.
like, I think the tie that I wore to my cousin's wedding was from Target.
Target.
Yeah.
Okay. We're at the party then, I guess.
Yeah, we're at the party. So like there's the running theme of Grace Kelly because there's the Birkin that's named after Grace Kelly called the Kelly.
Okay.
And then we're at the Grace Kelly Foundation.
Yeah.
And we're also selling things. So it's not just a charity. It's like we've got diamonds.
But so I was really hard to wrap my head around. We are selling items as this organization, but everything we sell goes to the charity.
Yeah.
But we're not really like, as much as we all laughed at Homeless Not Toothless, I got what the point was. With the Grace Kelly Foundation, why am I invested here?
That's a good question. But also, like, there was a big focus on borrowing the diamonds. So,
well, because I think that was another company that was letting us borrow the diamonds. I don't think they were two in the same.
but the proceeds, I think the proceeds from the company, if people buy the diamonds from the company,
I think those diamonds that we were just like wearing were just for fun. I could be wrong. I really could be wrong.
because I don't think a foundation can like legally have a company because that's like a tax status.
But it's literally not for profit.
Yeah.
They're not.
Well, a company can sell things. I mean, an organization can sell like merch, but like they sell diamonds.
It's
merch.
like, hello, they're taking it to the next level. Grace Kelly.
I'm trying to figure out what they do. Dedicated to upholding the legacy of Princess Grace.
But like that.
They support emerging artists in theater, dance, and film through career advancing grants. Oh, that's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
We didn't really get the message across, I would say.
Yeah.
I heard about artists. And I'm like, are we supporting Asher? Is like he a grant receiver?
Yeah. There's a big photo of Kyle on their website.
Of course. Hello. She's the number one girl in the group.
Maybe that's who they're supporting.
She is an actress. Hello.
And she's really getting back into it.
Oh, yeah, we were like talking today, like, how are we going to end Halloween?
I think she's in more of it than we think.
But we've been led to believe through released footage that she's barely in it.
But you watched that little thing that Alex sent around.
I did not.
Your own husband, you don't watch the things links he sends?
I sent the Brooks Marks Giudice thing and no one watched it today, so...
Well, you were sending notes about it. So it's like, I'm not going to watch it after you say, Brooks Marks isn't made for TV. Like, why would I want to watch that? Well, no, but in the clip that Alex sent, you would know this.
Okay.
There's like multiple scenes she's in
Oh.
that they show like behind the scenes. So I think she's in more than we think.
Okay. Why do we like have a nose ring now?
Because she's a cool girl.
But
Character development.
but like, it's almost as if like movie number 2 really didn't matter.
Well, no, it's like, I've been through some trauma. What am I going to do? I'm going to go out and get a nose ring.
Okay.
I'm going to challenge myself.
Sure.
Do I have to explain trauma to you?
Actually, I need Jamie Lee to explain.
Well, Jamie Lee never really gets beyond saying that it's a film about trauma. She just says it's a film about trauma.
My question is, when are we getting the press tour?
Shouldn't it be happening right now?
Like, what's going on? Maybe she's like tired from like the first go around.
I wonder what Jamie Lee will be like on The View with Alyssa Farah Griffin, because she was like really traditionally really nice to Meghan McCain. I bet she's gonna be really nice to Alyssa Farah Griffin. Like, go out of her way to be really nice to her.
Okay. But that's still, do we have like her on the calendar for The View?
I don't know, but I figure because she's on it all the time.
Okay.
I hope she sits Sonny and Sarah down for like some therapy, because they're not getting along really.
Sonny and Sarah? Why?
They're taking chances to like go at each other more than they ever have.
Over what?
Just like Sarah's clapping back, Sonny's clapping back.
I know, but is there like an issue?
No, it's issue by issue.
Okay. Okay, let's get Jamie on the road.
We're far from the Grace Kelly organization. Let's get back there.
Okay. I thought this was a very chic party.
Yeah, but you can see the COVID of it all. It's like a very
We're
small
outside.
for a charity event.
We're outside without heaters. We're like scampering over to like hide under the heaters.
They said it's like 60 something in LA during this. It was mid 60s today. I was like, time to get the shorts back out.
Well, I think there's a 60 in the sun and there's a 60 when the sun goes down. Those are two different 60s.
I was in both today, baby, and I was loving life.
Well, you're more of a shorts girl than like everyone else. But yeah, so this party, we got everyone. We got Rob Minkoff. We got the brother.
I like when Rob's in the mix.
I don't need him.
They love to cut to Rob and have him be commenting from afar on the fact that there's something dramatic going on. They did it in this episode.
They're like, oh, there's always something going on with these girls.
The brother acting. He has a bit about like wanting there to be like diamond grills.
Oh yeah, he's like, so where's my grill?
Yeah. Love him though.
Asher for our very last time. Diana. I gotta say, like, Diana's been checked out since, I would say, the CUNT moment in Aspen.
Yeah, she's like fully avoiding everyone too.
Yeah. I know, I like forgot she was at the party. Wasn't she like outside while the major scenes were going on?
Yeah, and she like wandered in like during the ends.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, Jessica Rabbit.
Okay. So we're having dinner. I love when it's like, okay, gals, let's go sit over there. We have a scene to film.
Exactly.
It's very, and action.
Yeah. Garcelle's like, oh, over Rinna's hair, I see some heaters.
I gotta say, if this is Rinna's last main episode, she was serving.
Yeah. Can I say something about the dinner itself? And Garcelle and Kyle start having a conversation about what's going on at the dinner. And the camera angles made it appear that
They were literally
Rinna
across.
and Erica were just across the table.
Like, you would have to like really like cover someone's ear and like speak into the ear for them not to hear it.
Wild.
But the other gals were like, oh, they're talking about us.
I know.
It was hard.
Was it like fancy camera work?
I wish we could like take a wide angle.
Yeah, let's go wide.
Let's go wide. I really want to see.
Get Dan in there as director of photography.
Yeah, please. Yeah. Thank you for bringing that up.
You're welcome.
Yeah. But we do go over. And we're like, okay, Kathy's not here. Why is Kathy not here?
She's out of town.
She's got something to do.
That's something to do. She's out of town. It's not because of anything going on.
But you know what? Sometimes like I'm like, oh, get everyone here. It's better she wasn't here.
It's much better she wasn't here.
Yeah.
Because Kyle is stuck in this place where she would love to maybe turn her back on Kathy, maybe, based on what Kathy said. But there's a wedding in the future.
Okay. And nothing's more important than a wedding.
Exactly. Did you notice that it wasn't like... She was just like, I want the family to be together at the wedding.
Yeah.
That was like number one.
And we're flashing back to
Nikki's
who's
wedding.
not going to Nikki's wedding.
That flashback was more psycho than I remember.
I don't remember it being like so intense.
And like only 2 kids are invited. That's cutthroat Hilton. That's probably why Kyle's so nervous, is because Kathy will cut you off.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is a little broader, but for a while everyone's like, Fox Force 5, blah, 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 blah. If the Fox Force 5 can implode like this, then
Anything can happen.
I don't care if everyone sticks around.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Now,
if the Fox Force 5 was going to be ride or die, like we will go down with the ship together, then we got to get rid of people. But if we're finally ready to turn on each other, then that's television.
everyone's very against Rinna, though, in the outside world.
Very against Rinna or friends with Rinna? What did you say?
Everyone outside of the show
Oh,
wants
oh.
Rinna's head.
Oh, no. I saw a few tweets being like, thank you, Rinna, for like giving us a season.
I think that's how we came across in last week's episode from some of the feedback we got.
What?
That we were like, thank you, Rinna, for giving us a season.
Oh, yeah. And I'm saying it again. I don't want to like, I know we're like talking it through, but the final scenes are like some of the most iconic scenes of all time.
Yeah. Maybe not all time, but yeah, up there.
Okay. So Garcelle is speaking up on behalf of the Richards sisters.
Yes.
And Rinna's like, you got an attitude.
I know.
What? And it was like, actually, she's like calm, cool as a cucumber, one might say.
Rinna and those stupid, like, why are our gloves always connected to our dress?
Ooh, well, it's very Kardashian.
It's very Kardashian. We're seeing it everywhere. I saw confessionals from Mia for Potomac where she's wearing that.
Didn't Crystal have that in a confessional too? Or am I dreaming?
Did she?
Well, I thought it looked like we were all connected. Maybe not.
Maybe.
Yeah. But I mean, Garcelle and Sutton this episode tag team.
They are doing what Rinna and Erica wish they were doing.
And even Crystal, as like a person for Kyle to speak to, doing great work.
Thank you, Crystal, for listening.
Thank you for listening. Sometimes you got to listen.
Sure, yeah.
You know, a conversation is speaking and listening.
Wow. I never knew that. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Okay. So Kyle's running off. I think another interesting part that is not getting a lot of attention is you could see the gears turning into Dorit of trying to like figure out where to land. And
then also trying to put a stop to everything at some point.
Sure.
Her chasing Kyle and going, Kai. And I was like, ooh, new nickname unlocked.
I know, it's like a new skin
yeah.
for Overwatch. Yeah, that was fun. But I think at the end of the day, like she would just land with, if she knows what's good for her, land with Kyle, number one. Because like, don't you vacation together? Like,
I don't think the gears were turning that much. I think she knew she would always land with Kyle.
But like, it feels like she still will say things in support of Rinna and Erica.
Maybe she does try to play both sides a little bit, or maybe she was trying to save Fox Force 5. Maybe she was like texting with Teddy, and Teddy was like, "You have to save the Fox Force."
Yeah. If it's the last thing you do.
Otherwise,
where am I?
Where am I? Yeah. Podcasting.
I'm podcasting.
You're basically doing what we're doing.
Yeah. Okay, so Kyle's running away, and we're like chasing after her. But then we're like, oh, well, I'm going to go home. You're going to go home. Who's going home? And Sutton's like, no. I thought like it was too late. Sutton's like practically dragging them out of the driveway and bringing them back. Yelling at them in front of your favorite neon sign.
She's like, did either of you leak the story to the press? And Erica and Rinna both say no in the foyer. But then Sutton drags them back into the other sitting room and says, you tell her to her face.
Yeah. So we've had press storylines in the past. And I've like been annoyed by them. Not so much in New York where it's like page 6, more the Lisa Vanderpump, Radar Online. Like that wasn't that much fun for me.
Because we've never had the this is where Kyle is at her best. She knows exactly what happened and she's calling out exactly what happened. Yeah. Where in the past they wouldn't do that.
They would dance around it.
They dance around it. And you can even tell when Kyle said, somebody in your camp, your publicist did this. Didn't Erica look a little shaken?
Yeah. Like it definitely like stunned her for a moment.
And then she comes back with, well, my publicist is also Nikki's publicist, which felt like she had that somewhere in her back pocket just in case.
But I'm sorry. Apparently the UK Huns saw something else.
Yeah, so we found this out today. So there's this service, if y'all don't know, we're probably explaining it to like half UK and Ireland people.
Yeah.
But there's a service.
And Canada too, I think.
Yeah, in Canada. There's a service outside of the US called Hey You, where Housewives and all the Bravo stuff air the next day. And it's like Peacock finally caught up on the US for what these other countries have had forever.
Yeah.
And so apparently there's a whole extra scene that
never before seen
that aired on Hey You but did not air on Bravo. And it is a flashback to Erica's hair party when Dorit and Erica were talking about what happened in Aspen between Kathy and everyone. And we get flashes of Erica's publicist, Jack, is that his name?
Jack, yes.
Jack lingering around right behind them. And then at some point, he tells Mikey, I'm trying to listen to hear what they're talking about.
Okay. I mean, caught red-handed.
Caught red-handed. Both Bravo and Jack.
Everyone's caught red-handed. Connor, Irish of the show, informed us that the episode seemed off to him a little bit. Like maybe this was not the final cut. And maybe like, hey, you got the wrong file.
Maybe.
Maybe.
And some poor person uploaded it and now is in a lot of trouble, maybe.
Okay, and now Kai from Real Housewives Orders tweeted 4 images of this very Jack. A screenshot of him and Gretchen Christine Rossi, Gretchen's friend. A screenshot of him and Kim Zolciak are hand in hand walking towards her Don't Be Tardy for the Party gay pride performance.
In Miami, you're correct.
In Miami. A picture of him and I don't know who this woman is. Jackie's publicist. Maybe she's like international housewife.
Oh, no, that's the Queen of Versailles.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. And then last but not least, Jack, Erica's publicist.
Yeah.
What? and Kai said that he's been talking about this on his Patreon for weeks now. So I guess if you're not subscribed to the Real Houses Orders Patreon, you're only getting half the story. It's like we thought Matt Byers was up to something.
I mean, we thought Mikey was up to something. He had only been seen with Gretchen.
Yeah. But here we go, Jack, coast to coast.
It's truly, truly wild.
So what's the point, Yolanda? Why was this not shown in the United States?
They want to keep a mystery?
So like maybe they want to save it for
the
reunion.
Maybe.
That's a possibility. So like another stunner. Because this is a stunner. We already had a stunner.
Exactly. We already had a stunner. And it was fun that it was a mystery. But it was fun that it was a mystery, but it was like not a mystery because we knew Kyle knew.
Yeah.
And then Erica kept on being like, send me what you have. Send me what you have.
Wait. So once Kyle solved the mystery, and then Erica and Renna are both like, like the two of them just like going rapid fire talking over each other.
But like in a synchronized way.
Yeah, synchronized swimming.
It was like a moment of panic like made them like sync up really well. And it reminded me of Kim and Kyle against Brandy at the game night. Just like the energy in the room and the way their bodies were moving in such like it was like
Flotsam and Jetsam.
Exactly, the eels from I was about to say that from Little Mermaid. Played by Matt Rogers and Bowen Yang.
Oh my God. A mistake, Disney. What were you thinking? Yeah, should have casted them. But to me, the two of them in this moment earn them their spot.
Oh my God.
No? Am I wrong?
No, I think you're right as far as like we need villains. Yeah. I mean, look at Disney.
Y'all want
Disney would be just like women sitting around without the villains. We need Ursula. We need Jafar. We need Scar. We need the lady with the apple.
Oh yeah. Maleficent?
I think that's a different lady.
Oh, that's a different lady. The witch.
I think her name's like the evil queen.
Witchy.
I think they just call her the evil queen.
The evil queen.
Or witchy.
Oh, we need the Queen of Hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who else?
We need.
This is now a Disney podcast.
Oh, we need.
Oh, Hades.
Oh no, but the voice actor is like a jerk.
Oh yeah, but he's one of the more queer-coded ones.
Well, who amongst them?
Who amongst them isn't?
No, we need the mom from Turning Red because she was really mean to the daughter.
And you know who can draw all of them? RHOBH, because he did draw Ursula.
I mean, RHOBH, to be so shocked that drama's going on, should be like, oh,
he created the drama.
This is how it should be.
Has anyone asked him about Divine and how Ursula's based on Divine?
I'm sure that's come up.
Has it come up like since he's joined Housewives?
Well, like he hasn't given like a confessional.
I know. Are the men gonna come to the reunion? I don't know.
We don't get the men really on Beverly Hills.
No, we don't.
We don't. We got PK sometimes when he's got like. Remember back when like he and Erica were fighting?
Yeah,
we would get him.
They should have had Tom Girardi.
No, that's bad. Okay. So we got those girls. We're wrapping it up. Title cards. Anything surprising there? Everyone's just kind of like regrouping, right?
It's a lot of stuff we knew.
Yeah. Oof.
Sutton's still friends with that guy.
Oh, yeah. But she teased that on her Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, can I say Sutton looked incredible on Watch What Happens Live?
Oh yeah, so
One of her
chic.
best looks.
Let me just say,
Yeah.
the chicest she has looked.
I'm so excited for her and Chucky, too. I haven't watched the first episode.
I gotta say though, I love and respect and revere Jennifer Tilly, but I'm not sure Watch What Happens Live is the venue for her.
We need a whole hour if we're going to have her, because she does like talk over and goes on.
I also think maybe it's like just a Watch What Happens, not a Watch What Happens Live.
Yeah, so we can make some
We could,
edits.
like, yeah.
Though I think even when it's Watch What Happens, they still like shoot it live to tape. It's still live TV. It's shot as live TV.
Sure. But for her,
We need an edited special.
yeah.
Add her as a friend of, or at least a guest.
I mean, I do, like, you could tell Andy getting annoyed when she's like, oh, well, Jamie Lee was on because, like, Halloween's a universal property and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, well, she was on, like, supporting her charity, not the movie.
Her making that connection really...
It's like, come drink with me, girl. You're speaking our language. Wow. Okay. I think that's Beverly Hills.
That's Beverly Hills for sure.
Okay. Salt Lake City.
Great episode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Episode 2, which I sometimes like an episode 2 more than episode 1.
Because we're fully in.
We're in. And like we're really in because we're going on vacation.
vacation.
But even before we're on vacation, we're getting into a lot of stuff. I mean, this is supersized. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Fudge College, honestly, I'm kind of surprised how much from the trailer we're already getting to.
Yeah.
It feels like a lot, don't you?
But I will say, Lisa Barlow, despite the fact that she did buy her children a company when they were children, putting in good reasoning as a mother, saying, actually, like, we built this for you, you didn't build it, so you're not gonna, you have to go to college.
But she's also like reaping what she's sowing a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, she's course correcting.
It's interesting watching her get in an argument with him in a very similar way that she would argue with like the girls.
I know.
Just almost ready to break down.
I mean, she is a human.
She is so good on this show.
I know. She's really a star.
It's funny that the show did not realize she was center Snowflake until this year. Because like she is center Snowflake.
I mean, they should have realized after Reunion season 1 when she was running around with her bronzer everywhere.
Yeah. Bad weather. Oof. Yeah. Okay. And then it's like we're juxtaposing that and like the heavy duty Whitney Rose stuff.
I know. When Justin comes in and she's like breaking down, she's like pouring him this huge glass of
and
alcohol,
fills it to the brim.
And then, but like won't say what's the matter. If I was Justin, I'd be like, I'd have a panic attack.
Well, especially doing that in front of the camera.
I know.
And I mean, obviously, I actually don't even really want to know everything. Mm-hmm. But I thought it was supersized because we were going to get to it at the very end, but we didn't quite figure it all out yet.
Yeah. The back and forth, though, is that she's realizing now that she suffered a lot of abuse as a child. And it's coming out. She's getting new memories, and her brother told her, and like all this stuff, which is super awful. Yeah.
But it's also like hard to follow because like she's talking about the one brother, and she's like, oh, I'm going to go down to Arizona.
And the other brother.
And I'm going to see the other brother. Yeah. And I'm like, but he's supporting her as well. So I'm like, okay, good. Mm-hmm. I'm glad about that. It's just like I'm like on edge watching it a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Okay. We have Jen Shah and Coach. It's really like, it's interesting that the plea happened preseason because I wonder what it would have been like to watch this, like if the plea happened mid-season or something.
Exactly. It's kind of, I'm not saying it's ruining her scenes, but it's just like, we already know the ending.
Yeah, but at the same time, like when we're releasing things and bringing it, when she's like, okay, I'm going to release like the fact that I have to go to trial in 3 months. And I'm bringing in innocence. It's like, yeah, you're really trying to bring it in.
It did not work, unfortunately.
Bring the beat in. Yeah. I think while we're on the topic of Jen, it's just so interesting that we've like all decided as a cast, like, oh, like we're all going to just rally around you right now.
I know the jump that Meredith made. It's like, what?
Makes no sense.
It makes no sense at all. And it's just like, this cast is so different than Beverly Hills, where Erica wasn't necessarily even involved that we know of, or at least she claims.
Sure.
Where Jen, we know, was directly involved. She was the puppet. She was the puppet, and they were all the masters.
Yes, as Kelly Dodd once said. Yeah. I mean, but then like the complaint on Beverly Hills is like, oh, some of them blindly defend her, and then other ones are like giving her a hard time. Whereas on Salt Lake City, it's not even like defending.
It's just supporting.
It's just like, oh, like we have to like come together.
Yeah, and there's that question about like, what would you do if one of your loved ones was accused of something like this?
But these people are not loved ones to each other.
They're chosen family,
they're chosen.
Dan.
They're chosen cast members.
They're chosen family, Dan. Mm-mm. We as housewives get to choose our families.
No, Bravo gets to choose our housewives.
Yes.
Yeah. It was interesting that Lisa and Whitney are flying in together.
They're two sisters now.
Kind of sowing the seeds to where we are today.
I know, but it's like, Whitney, what are you doing the scene before you flying with Lisa, gossiping with Meredith?
Oh, Ian the Chip.
Meredith just looks so uncomfortable to be in that home. And then like to be drinking that Chardonnay in front of the like path where people are walking in the background.
The sidewalk. I want to live in this community.
No, I do too. Actually, like my cousins live in a pretty similar community. It's really nice. They're like best friends, like with their neighbors that they had since they were kids.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. But doesn't Meredith seem more at fault though, in terms of how this is all shaken down?
Yeah, but it's like she's obviously making stuff up.
But then if she's making stuff up, why is Whitney being like, I gotta say, I've heard the same stuff.
I think Whitney's testing the waters of
which
brunette she's going to go with this season.
Okay. Yeah. I think a lot of people are just kind of like, where am I landing?
Throwing shit into the wind.
Yeah.
And figuring it out.
Okay. We get to this house, and going into this episode, I thought to myself, oh, are we just kind of like forgetting about Mary? And then we got a whole Mary montage.
Mention her all the time.
We get, is this Mary's house? The women. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. It felt great. I don't think we're going to really wrap Mary up in a bow on this show, but I would love like Candace to ask the Snow Bunnies.
Yeah.
Be like, what was that all about?
I think she'll ask.
I hope so.
And it's like we're missing the footage of them going to Mary's church that we'll probably never see because
that already happened.
The Jenny of it all changed the course of this season.
Yeah.
And they decided to I sincerely thought we were going to get some Jenny at the beginning of this season.
Yeah. But then I wonder like legalities and contracts and how would she get paid for being on an episode?
Yeah.
But I think things are working out for the best. My only wish is the three friends were here.
Yeah, same.
To fill a room.
We'll get them here.
Yeah. Okay, so the other three girls show up later. I mean, it happens. Those three girls are their own dream team right now.
I know. They're loving each other. It's like, it's bizarre.
Yeah.
But we need to separate Meredith and Lisa. So we're putting them at different parts of the house or different sides of the house. And then we're going to go do a shaman. And
wait, how did Meredith say it?
I think shaman.
And
so Meredith's not sure she's going to do it. So she's on the phone with Seth while getting made up.
Glam.
And all the women are like really going through it. And she eventually goes down there and they're all going through it. And
I gotta give it to this cast. I feel like everyone is giving 110%. And I can't say that about every city all the time.
Right. All emotions out there.
Potomac and Salt Lake are giving it 110%. And just a very quick side note. I think this is maybe the first time in Bravo history where once Beverly Hills wraps, Potomac and Salt Lake will be the only shows currently airing.
And they're the newer girls.
And like they don't let the new girls fly solo.
Even though I think Potomac in the culture of Bravo has officially graduated to be an old girl.
I know, but until this season, Potomac has never flown with another new girl solo.
Right.
Something to think about.
What are we thinking of it?
I'm just proud of them.
Yeah.
For being able to like stand on their own.
Yeah. And I mean, like, they're 4 of the next Ultimate Girls trip are Salt Lake City and Potomac.
Exactly. Great. Yeah. I'm glad even when we're running off, we're coming back.
Yeah. Got to stay in.
Yeah. Because the imagery was very similar of Lisa running to her bedroom, closing the door.
And she even says to Heather, "Thank you for coming and getting me."
Yeah. Dinner. We're kind of just like building up to this Whitney moment, which is where we're in the episode.
Which Whitney unveils this information about herself, and I'm nervous for the way Heather is going to react.
Okay. I can't believe the fight is next week.
I know.
Is the trailer literally the first 5 episodes?
I mean, maybe we're going to get a epic mid-season trailer too.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that for us. Because Beverly Hills, as great as the season it was, a lot of the stuff that was at the end of the season was in the beginning of the trailer. So something to think about there.
Fudge College.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
Great show.
Great show. Shall we do our Freak of the Week and the One True Queen?
Yeah. Dan, who's our Freak of the Week?
Okay, our Freak of the Week is a very distressing rollout of the Beverly Hills reunion trailer. So normally we get it the day of the finale airing, before the finale actually airs, which I wasn't counting on because you may not want to spoil something that's in the finale.
Yeah.
And like, not that I knew that this finale was going to be so salacious, but a lot of times the finales are boring. So it's not that big of a deal for the reunion trailer to air the day of. It's like, okay, maybe we'll get an end of ep. Instead, like, maybe while Salt Lake is airing, Andy does the promo for Watch What Happens Live being like, we got Sutton and Jennifer Tilly, and we'll have a preview for the reunion. And Alex and I were like, okay, I guess we're seated for Watch What Happens Live, right? Thinking that the reunion, so it didn't air after the episode. Watching Watch What Happens Live, they talk about the reunion, but Sutton, being the worst Watch What Happens Live guest, can never answer a question with a full sentence.
She gets too overwhelmed.
So we really don't preview much. And then like Twitter is going after Andy. And Andy's like, I meant like we're getting a preview of the reunion like
From Sutton.
But you'll get the trailer tomorrow. And I was like, okay, thank you. That's all I wanted. Tomorrow rolls along. And usually we get like 11 a.m., 12 p.m., 2 p.m., nothing.
Wow.
And we're all being like, where the fuck is the trailer? As I'm packing up from work, 6 p.m., the trailer drops.
I know. I was stepping onto the subway on my way here.
What? 6 p.m.? Is that because like Beverly Hills is West Coast, so it's 3 p.m. there?
No.
Okay.
I also think like you can't trust Andy to know when these things are rolling out because he just like he knows general days or whatever, but he's not on top of every single announcement.
Yeah.
What about the trailer though? Ooh, Kathy Hilton woke up.
Okay, I love always getting into the editing choices, the director's choices. I love like starting at the end and working our way back.
Love that.
Because did we know ahead of time that they didn't take a cast photo?
Yes.
We did know that.
Andy said it on Radio Andy.
Sure. Love, and then we see why. Kyle's like, I can't do this.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just go home?
She's a shell of a human.
And normally we're looking for resolution during a reunion, so it looks like we're not getting resolution.
It's. I think Rinna's not letting us get resolution here because a lot of the trailers, people begging Rinna to like let the mouse go. The mouse being the Richard sisters.
Yeah, but I would have thought. But it sounds like also Kyle and Kathy are still not good.
I think Kyle was fighting for her life so that Farrah's wedding would be good.
As we all know,
it's the most important thing.
What's more important?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got that. We got Sutton turning into glue.
Yeah. That was funny.
Dorit earning her paycheck. She's like, wait, let me just ask. What do you mean, Sutton?
But the highlight is obviously Kathy. Like,
oh my God, coming in, guns blazing in that cute little Barbie's mom dress.
Calling Rinna the biggest bully in Hollywood. Like,
Which,
have you heard of Harvey Weinstein?
I think like she's messing up the message a little bit in terms of Rinna on the show is not Rinna in real life.
Right, but Hollywood is like where they are.
Okay.
So I get the point was taken by me.
Okay.
Bringing up Lisa Vanderpump, having that name uttered on this stage, saying that Rinna ran her off the show. Kim, of course.
So, but you and I were talking pre-show. I wish Kathy came with the full list of names.
Yeah, but she was never going to.
Yeah, she doesn't even know who these people are.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a really good trailer, and it all starts next week.
All right, Bravo. Thanks for the promo. Jeez.
And then see me at BravoCon.
Wow. Okay. See Brendan. Wow. Okay. The one true queen.
The Washington Post.
The Washington Post for naming. Well, reporter Taylor Lorenz names Bethany Frankel a TikTok influencer.
Just an influencer, and saying this influencer is suing a TikTok company. And I had seen these ads. There was like these ads that would take Bethany's TikToks where she's wearing this cardigan and then do an ad, like splice it with like this ad for the cardigan company.
So, question.
Yeah.
When you're watching the ad, did you think Bethany was like a participant of the ad?
No, because it was quite literally a Bethany TikTok about something else. And people would comment in this and be like, Bethany, did you see this? Bethany, did you see this?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, she's claiming like, oh, they're scamming you into thinking that I am endorsing this.
Well, that's what they were intending to do. So I mean,
so you're not scammed, but a less astute audience might be scammed.
have you met half the people online?
Sure.
So yeah, I mean, and I think I'm not a lawyer, but I am for these purposes. I think Bethany's already won the case.
So I think also people are saying Bethany is kind of doing this to like raise her TikTok notoriety.
She's just been doing a lot of things like this. Like she's obsessed with social media and she thinks she's being shadow banned around every corner.
Oh my
she's
God,
like
yes.
fighting. She thinks she's being shadow banned for talking about the Kardashians and stuff like this. It's like
for me as a Vedzavilian, the humor comes in of when she was saying Carol was obsessed with social media.
I know.
Bethany looks, our one true queen, she looks so crazy.
She's not the one true queen. The headline is.
The headline is. Like, she posts nonstop. And at first I took it more as like Bethany is trying to bond with her daughter using her daughter's probably preferred social media platform.
Yeah.
But I would imagine like as the daughter, I'd be like, can you get off of this now?
Well, I don't know.
Oh God. Bethany. Wait, wasn't there rumblings that it's possible Bethany would do Legacy?
She had said she would do Legacy if it's the first season cast. And then I heard like a fucking random rumor that was like, apparently Carol and Bethany are mending their friendship in order to do Legacy together. But that's fanfic.
That's fanfic. No, but also Bethany would want Dorinda on. She's friends with Dorinda more than most of the other girls.
But her words from her podcast, she said she would only do it if it was season 1 cast.
Sure. Plus Dorinda.
No, she didn't say that.
I know. Okay. Wow. What a week. We have a bonus episode where we are ranking the Housewives theme songs.
Truly unwell. A meaningful ranking.
A very meaningful ranking. Here's a fun fact that we learned in preparation. Did you know Roni had a theme song season 6 through 8 that you probably don't remember?
Yeah.
So tune in there. Links to everything on comethroughqueen.com, social, Facebook group. Like, comment, subscribe, heart, share, retweet.
Love us, please retweet.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
I wanna see ya come through, Queen.